Hello beautiful people. I don't know what will be your first stupid thing when the quarantine ends, but I'm gonna go and get a spray tan. Cause right now even my lightest foundation is too dark for me. It's insane. Anyway, welcome back to my channel guys. I love to have you here in another video. So today I actually want to talk about my top 10 spring perfumes. I actually realized that I haven't done that yet, which is very odd, but the only video about spring perfumes I did was my spring haul, which is not really my top 10, is it? So guys, let's just jump right in. And just so you know, there are really spring perfumes, you know, nothing too oriental, nothing too in your face, nothing too crazy. Everything is very spring-like to me. Every single perfume in here really screams spring, and I know that many other perfume reviewers combine spring and summer, but I'll be a little bit different here because I'm weird in general, and I will actually separate spring from summer, because in the summertime I'm actually wearing completely different perfumes than in spring. So this is my spring top 10. Alright, let's just get started. So the first one I want to show you is actually one that I am starting to like more and more as I wear it. It was recommended by you guys and I purchased it, and in the first few days that I was wearing it I really didn't love it that much. But now I'm really getting used to it and I'm starting to appreciate the fragrance much more. And this is very spring-like perfume, and this is Elie Flora Futura. Beautiful pink bottle. I love how zesty and fresh it is. It's very floral and a little bit green. So the notes here are Buddha flower, whatever that is. It's not very Elie-y. To me it's much more floral. Yeah, it's zesty, it's fresh. The only thing that actually gives you this alien vibe is the dry down, which is my favorite part of this perfume actually, because you get the amber here. But other than that, it's very floral slash green perfume. Perfect for spring, and I must say the longevity is not bad for a fresh fragrance at all. I would say 6 hours for sure. So it's a really good one for spring. Perfect alien version for spring. Another alien version for spring that I want to show you is actually one that made a huge discussion in the comment section in the recent few videos. And this is Alien Eau Extraordinaire. So just to put it very straight with you, this one in comparison to Eau Sublime is very much different. So if you already have Eau Sublime and if you're thinking of getting Extraordinaire, you can of course first of all check out my alien video that I did with an in-depth review of every single of them. But this one is way more white floral. This one is not as much white floral, it's just floral to me, if it makes any sense. It's just sweeter. This one is citrus slash white floral. It's also quite far away from the original Alien DNA. Eau Sublime is definitely hands down 100% alien with added citrus and a solar note to it. But the basic DNA of the alien is very prominent, is very much there with added citrus, and that's it. This one differs. This one has a different DNA in general. So you still get some resemblance of alien. I think more than in Flora Futura. This one is definitely the furthest of the original alien DNA. This one is a little bit closer but still quite far, if it makes any sense. But this one is way more white flower slash zesty citrus. So it's very citrusy, very zesty with that white flower hue to it. There's still jasmine. I really like this one. So if you were thinking about getting it, even though, or if you have other summer flankers of Alien, I would still try it out because it's very much different, and both of these are perfect if you don't like Alien in general. If that DNA bothers you for some reason, you should definitely try these two because they're very different from the original. This one is Floral Zesty Green. This one is also zesty, but citrus, I would say. Citrus white flower. I hope it all makes sense. Nevertheless, these are perfect spring perfumes. Perfect spring perfumes. Okay, so now I'm gonna show you my absolute love when it comes to spring fragrances. And this is Lalique Soleil. It will be probably also in my summer list because it's just a great spring summer fragrance. So this one has cardamom in here, it has milky notes, it has coffee, it has sandalwood. It's just amazing. It's sweet and fruity, but in a very sophisticated and original way, you know. I usually don't really like a combination of coffee and fruits. To me, it's too much of a clash in general in perfumes, but in this particular case, they did it amazingly, and I absolutely love it. So yeah, you have some spiciness in the beginning. You have some juicy, like peachy notes as well, and the milkiness and the coffee, and then in the dry down the sandalwood is just amazing perfume. The longevity on this is also very nice. I would say 7 hours. So yeah, Lalique Soleil would be my another choice for spring, definitely. Another one that I'm actually wearing at the moment is Bella Rossa by Oscar de la Renta, and I just love this. I know that reviews are very much mixed on it. Some people say it doesn't last as long as it should. Well, to me actually it lasts quite decent amount on my skin, but keep in mind that I always shower and moisturize my skin very deeply before I put on the perfume, so you know it has a nice, I don't want to say sticky, but it has a nice base to stick onto the perfume, you know? I hope you get what I mean. So anyway, this one is a gorgeous juicy rose. It has some jasmine to it. I absolutely love it. There's also freesia. It's very flowery, but in the most bubbly, sweet, classy way. It's a very classy fragrance, I feel like. It's quite sweet, but not too sweet, you know? It's not like sugary in your face. So it's a very appropriate fragrance for work environment, for any occasion basically. It's a great all-rounder. Maybe not so much for the nighttime, but we're talking spring perfumes here, so everything should be airy and nice and zesty and just lovely. So this is no exception. I absolutely love this one, Oscar de la Renta Bella Rossa. And if you haven't tried it yet, try it, because as I've seen online, the price is very good on this at the moment. So I think it's a great no-brainer. If I don't know what to wear, I usually reach for this one, and it's just so uplifting, so girly, but in a very classy way, you know? It's a very put together kind of fragrance with nice, zesty, juicy rose. Very nice perfume, more on the flowery side definitely, and even though I'm not the biggest fan of flowers, this one is one of my favorites. So Bella Rossa, totally recommend. Okay, as you know, I hate patchouli in general, but there are some fragrances that have a prominent patchouli note, and I still absolutely love them. If you would like me to do my favorite patchouli fragrances, I would be very glad to do so, because, you know, if I like patchouli in a fragrance, anyone who hates patchouli will also probably love these fragrances, if you know what I mean. And I know there are some patchouli lovers around here, so guys, please leave me a comment down below, because I need to know what you actually want to watch. So yeah, Patchouli. So the first patchouli that I really like, and it's quite prominent on the patchouli. With patchouli I also have a problem because patchouli to me is an incense scent that I burn when I do my yoga and meditation. So you know, in general when I go out I don't really want to smell like yoga class, if it makes any sense. But this patchouli is really good. This is Mon Paris by YSL, and this to me is a perfect spring fragrance. I absolutely love it for spring, and to me it's a deeper sweet fragrance. So this one, Bella Rossa, if there was any comparison between them, this one would be your innocent, daytime, gorgeous rose scent. This one would be a deeper but still very girly and fresh scent for maybe a night out. This actually works perfectly for nights out in springtime. So this one has a very prominent strawberry note, which I absolutely love. I love the opening of the fruits in here. The strawberry really lingers throughout when you wear it, and then you get this gorgeous jasmine. There are two types of jasmine in here if I'm not mistaken, and also there is a strong patchouli note in the dry down, but it's a gorgeous sweet warm patchouli that gives you a little bit of an oriental vibe, which I die for in the fragrances, you already probably know. So yeah, this one is my girly version of a night out. You know that I love my orientals, and you know I'm that kind of girl, but if I want something very flirty and very sweet but still with a little bit of a depth, I would go for this one. The longevity on this one, even though it's a fruity fragrance mostly, is a very good one. I would say 8 hours for sure on my skin, even longer on clothes. So very good one for spring. This one is a perfect all-rounder when you want to just, you know, switch from the daytime to a nighttime scent. This is a great one to go for because, you know, even though it's quite fruity with a strong nice strawberry to it, it actually goes a little bit deeper as it goes along into the dry down. So very nice scent. Mon Paris by YSL. Woo! That was hard, but nothing broke, so that's good. Okay, next patchouli. This one I really love. As you can see, I've gone really far with this one. It used to be my signature scent back in the day, like a few years ago or something. I used to really love it. So this one is, if I'm not mistaken, it's the 2011 formulation, but I might be wrong, guys. I might be wrong. But this one is basically a strong patchouli with bitter orange, neroli, and some florals, some rose. Very nice scent. I know the previous versions of this particular scent, like Miss Dior Cherie, was much nicer, and they did a terrible thing reformulating it, and it's just very sad that Miss Dior Cherie is not on the market anymore, because that used to be one of my favorite fragrances when I was growing up, and I had huge sentiment to it. Nevertheless, Miss Dior Eau de Parfum, it's still a good fragrance. So this one has a bitter orange note with some rose and patchouli. That's the most what you get out of it. The lasting power is also very nice. I would say it's comparable to Mon Paris, around 8 hours for sure. The patchouli again is quite strong. It kind of reminds me of Coco Mademoiselle, but Coco Mademoiselle is more sweet, zesty with some flowers. This one is way more neroli based fragrance with some rose and patchouli, so there is a difference between them. This one is a little bit deeper, but yeah, I still absolutely love it. I was debating between Coco Mademoiselle and this one, which one I should put in here, but I think this one needs a little bit more love from me, and it's a perfect spring fragrance. This is one of my favorite spring fragrances of all time, and it really reminds me when I used to spend a lot of time in Frankfurt in Germany, just chilling with my cousin, and it was good time, let me tell you. So it really gives me the memories back when I sniff it, and I think I would give it way much more love this spring for sure. Miss Dior Eau de Parfum. Okay, a no-brainer spring fragrance, and I know that some of you might already hate me when I show this because first of all, half of the population smells like this. Second of all, it's so overhyped it makes me want to gag. I think you might feel the same way, but nevertheless I have to show it because despite of everything that's going around this fragrance, it's a very good fragrance. The notes are blended perfectly. It's a gorgeous gourmand and it lasts for hours and hours on the skin, and it really is a perfect spring fragrance. Maybe in a few years or a few seasons at least, when the hype gets down and not many people wear it anymore, I will just bring it out once again. But I really wanted to include it in this list because this is actually a perfect spring fragrance, and that's nothing else to say here. Sorry, but I really enjoy this fragrance. What can I do? It's a gorgeous gourmand with powdery iris. It opens up a little bit citrusy. It's really good. What can I say? There's a strong praline note, some fruits. The iris gives the powderiness and a little bit more class to the combination, if you know what I mean. It makes it a little bit more mature, not like this typical sweet gourmand with some fruits in here. The iris actually makes it elevates it, that's what I want to say. The longevity is a beast. 12 hours for sure on the skin, even more on the clothes. La Vie Est Belle Eau de Parfum. I know my lovely subscriber recommended me to try La Vie Est Belle Éclat, and I surely will as soon as I get out of the house and the shops are open. I'll just run to Sephora and sniff it, I promise. But I heard it's really good and better than this one. I don't know, but here I have the classic, so I guess any flanker will be fine. So that's La Vie Est Belle Original Eau de Parfum. Perfect for spring, so please don't kill me. Next one that I want to show you is my favorite classic, and that's Mon Guerlain. For some more formal / sexy occasions, men love this fragrance. This is lavender vanilla with some tonka bean, with some jasmine as well. I absolutely love this fragrance. This is my classic go-to if I need something sophisticated, if I want to feel like a 100% woman, but I still want to be very classy and a little bit sweet. Very feminine fragrance. The longevity, I would say, is around 7 hours on my skin. I know it really differs with people, but on me it's around 7 hours. I don't mind though. It's a beautiful scent and it is a classy, sexy scent to me. So yeah, the lavender lifts it up a little bit. The vanilla is gorgeous and sweet, and there's some jasmine to it, so it's a perfect blend. Typical floral oriental fragrance. I absolutely love it, and a good crowd pleaser for sure. Okay, now another fragrance that I'm really getting used to. I didn't love it when I first got it, but now I'm like starting to love it a little bit more. And I must say the longevity on it is amazing. And this is a gorgeous fruity scent, I must say, because it's fruity but it has kick to it. It's a little bit more interesting than typical fruity perfumes. And this is Elie Saab, Girl of Now Forever. So this is very nice. It is a very strong raspberry fragrance. I mainly get raspberry from here with some vanilla. There's some tonka for sure. So this one is very sweet. It's like a punchy smell. You know what I mean? Like this drink punch with fruits and some vodka. That's what it reminds me of as well. It's very zesty, which I like. It's like a sourish raspberry, very strong raspberry here, mixed with vanilla notes and some more calmer notes in here. The whole blend is very potent. For a fruity scent, if you want to smell very potent all day but you still want to be girly and fruity, I think this is a great way to go, because the longevity on it is 10 hours definitely, and it's a good scent, I must say. It's very good. From the whole range, I think I quite prefer the Girl of Now original because it's very almond pistachio. Nevertheless, this one is a really good one to go. I am using it very frequently at the moment. It's gorgeous for sunny days, and as I say, you cannot go wrong with such longevity. So yeah, this one is a good way to go. And last but definitely not least, one of my favorite scents of all time. And the only thing that I absolutely hate about it, and I've spoken about this before already, is the longevity. You will have to respray after 4 hours definitely, but the scent is so gorgeous that it really doesn't matter, because I'm sure when you sniff it you're gonna love it. And this is Guerlain Aqua Elaboria Teazurra, and this is the blue liquid if you're looking for it online or wherever. It's the blue one. So the whole range I absolutely love, but I actually stopped buying them because of the longevity. So Aqua Elegorias are gorgeous, but they're basically a little bit cuck when it comes to the longevity and sillage, I must be honest. Nevertheless, the scents are beautiful, and this is my favorite one by far. So this one is a strong tea jasmine scent with some vanilla and musk in the dry down. So it's like the most pretty blend out of them all, hands down. If only it lasted longer on the skin. If this one had a potent sillage and a great longevity, that would be my favorite perfume of all time for sure. It always gets neglected by me because it lasts for not as long as I would like to, but it's just gorgeous. Guys, if you like jasmine, if you like tea, if you like very intriguing fragrances, this one will be your best friend. It's beautiful, I promise you, it's beautiful. If you don't mind respraying it and keeping this in your purse or your bag, it's a great way to go. So that's the last one, Aqua Elaboria Teazurra by Guerlain. And that's it, guys. This is my definite top 10 for spring. I love them all. I'll be surely using them throughout the spring until the summertime. Maybe get some into the summertime as well. But I hope you liked the video. Please don't forget to subscribe and join the community, and leave me a comment down below what are your favorite spring fragrances. And thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next one. Bye!